This CCTV footage from January 2016 shows two individuals entering a restaurant and attempting to intimidate staff and customers while demanding money and valuables. At first, the situation appears tense as people inside try to remain calm and avoid escalating the encounter. Unexpectedly, a customer who happened to be an off-duty police officer recognizes the threat and steps in, bringing the situation under control before anyone is hurt. While this incident ended safely, it highlights important safety lessons. During a robbery, civilians are advised to remain calm, avoid sudden movements, and follow instructions if necessary to protect themselves. Personal safety should always come before property. Restaurants and public spaces benefit from visible security cameras, panic buttons, and clear emergency procedures for staff. Once the situation is safe, authorities should be contacted immediately. Preparedness, awareness, and calm decision-making play a critical role in reducing harm during high-stress situations. In December 2024 in Brazil, an off-duty officer was walking toward his car where a family member was waiting, when several individuals approached him and created a dangerous situation. Sensing immediate risk, the officer reacted decisively, causing the suspects to flee before anyone was injured. This incident reinforces the importance of staying alert in parking areas, especially during quiet hours. Drivers should scan their surroundings before entering or exiting vehicles, keep doors locked, and avoid lingering in isolated areas. If something feels wrong, returning to a public space or calling for help is often the safest option. For civilians, it's important to remember that not everyone has professional training, and resisting is not always advisable. Avoid confrontation whenever possible and prioritize escape and safety. Well-lit parking areas, security patrols, and situational awareness are key tools for preventing incidents like this. In 2017, a robbery attempt at a perfume shop nearly succeeded when an individual demanded money from the cashier. During the tense moment, a customer intervened, helping stop the suspect before he could leave. While this action led to a positive outcome, experts emphasize that such responses are extremely risky for untrained civilians. This incident highlights an important safety message. Property can be replaced, but lives cannot. During a robbery, the safest choice for employees and customers is usually to stay calm, avoid resistance, and follow store safety protocols. Businesses should invest in alarms, surveillance systems, secure layouts, and staff training to reduce risks. After any threatening situation, authorities should be contacted immediately. Situations like this remind us that preparation, prevention, and professional response are the safest ways to protect people and property during criminal incidents. This video captures a store robbery that took an unexpected turn. A man entered the store and approached the counter, where he demanded money from the sales clerk. The situation was tense, but the clerk remained calm and avoided panicking. As the suspect focused on collecting cash, the clerk saw an opportunity and managed to knock the weapon away, disrupting the robbery. At that moment, another person inside the store quickly stepped in from behind and restrained the suspect, preventing him from escaping. The coordinated response brought the incident to an end before anyone was seriously injured and the store was secured. While this outcome was fortunate, security experts strongly discourage civilians from attempting to disarm or confront a suspect. During a robbery, the safest response is to comply, avoid sudden movements, and prioritize personal safety. Cash and merchandise can be replaced. Preventive measures like security cameras, panic alarms, barriers, and quick police response remain the safest and most reliable defenses. At around 7 p.m., two robbers entered a phone store, calmly posing as customers before revealing their true intent. They began demanding phones and other valuable items from the store owner, who appeared to cooperate and avoided sudden movements. As the robbers turned their backs to collect merchandise, The store owner unexpectedly drew a weapon. The sudden shift caught the suspects off guard, forcing them to abandon the robbery and flee before taking anything. While the incident ended without injuries, this outcome was highly unpredictable. Firearms can malfunction, suspects may react instantly, and innocent bystanders could be caught in harm's way. Safety professionals strongly advise against armed resistance for civilians. The safest response during a robbery is full compliance, slow movements, and de-escalation. Property is replaceable, but lives are not. Prioritizing personal safety, using security systems, and allowing law enforcement to handle suspects is almost always the safer choice. What began as a normal day inside a busy superstore quickly escalated when a robber approached a cashier and demanded money. The suspect focused on the register, creating a moment of distraction. Suddenly, a nearby employee intervened, using a mop handle to strike the robber, triggering a brief struggle. The suspect resisted, but other workers quickly joined in, helping restrain him until authorities could be contacted. While no serious injuries were reported, this situation carried extreme risk. Confronting a suspect who may be armed can escalate violence in seconds. Security experts emphasize that physical resistance should be a last resort. In most cases, compliance, remaining calm, and avoiding confrontation greatly reduce the risk of harm. Employees are encouraged to observe details discreetly, use panic alarms when available, and contact authorities as soon as it is safe to do so. In May 2025, a nighttime drive along a dark rural road in Bangladesh nearly turned dangerous when multiple individuals attempted to block a moving vehicle. Objects, possibly sticks or debris, were placed in the road to force the driver to stop. Instead of slowing down fully, the driver stayed alert and carefully maneuvered away from the obstruction, escaping the ambush. The suspects were left behind, and the attempted robbery failed. This incident highlights the dangers of traveling through isolated areas at night. Drivers are advised to keep doors locked, windows up, and headlights on high alert. Never stop for unexplained roadblocks after dark. If something feels suspicious, change direction safely and drive toward well-lit or populated areas. When traveling at night, awareness and decisive action can be the most effective tools for staying safe. What began as a routine business day inside a neighborhood drugstore quickly turned tense when a robber entered and revealed a weapon, threatening the store owner and demanding valuables. The owner remained behind the counter and appeared calm, but as the confrontation intensified, he drew his own weapon. A prolonged struggle followed behind the counter, with both men grappling for control in a confined space. After several stressful moments, the robber was eventually overpowered, and the store was secured without serious injuries. While the outcome may appear successful, this situation carried extreme risk. Close-range confrontations can escalate instantly, leading to accidental discharge, severe injury, or harm to bystanders. Security professionals strongly advise avoiding resistance whenever possible. The safest response during a robbery is compliance, minimizing movement, and activating silent alarms if available. Preventive measures like reinforced counters, surveillance cameras, time delay safes, and rapid police response are far safer than physical confrontation. A robbery attempt inside a gold shop in Huiyan County, China, took an unexpected turn when the suspect tried to steal valuables from the store. As the thief focused on the display area, the shop owner suddenly emerged from an attic above and struck him with a chair from a distance. The surprise intervention startled the suspect, and another person quickly joined in, using a stick to scare him further. Panicked, the robber attempted to flee but was intercepted by a third individual who knocked him down and restrained him until authorities could be contacted. Although no serious injuries were reported, the situation was extremely dangerous. Improvised weapons and surprise attacks can provoke unpredictable reactions and serious harm. Experts emphasize that physical confrontation is never the safest option. Strong physical barriers, alarm systems, controlled access points, surveillance cameras, and quick law enforcement response provide far more reliable protection than chasing or confronting suspects directly. In 2016, a robbery inside a superstore escalated rapidly when a thief targeted a cashier during business hours. The suspect jumped behind the counter and began struggling with the employee, drawing immediate attention from nearby workers. Acting on instinct, several employees rushed in to help. One worker struck the suspect with a fire extinguisher in an attempt to stop the attack. Despite their efforts, the robber managed to break free, leap back over the counter, and escape before police arrived. While the employee's actions may have prevented further harm, the incident highlights how quickly such situations can spiral out of control. Chaotic group confrontations increase the risk of serious injury to everyone involved. Safety experts recommend prevention over resistance. Barriers, limited accessible cash, trained security personnel, good lighting, and visible surveillance systems are proven ways to reduce risk without putting lives in danger.